Welcome to the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction Title I Shorts, a technical assistance web series to make sense of the world of Title I. In this Title I Shorts, we will discuss the per pupil amount when distributing school-level allocations for Title I LEAs. This video will take approximately 5 minutes to complete. Audio is available for this video. Please have the appropriate speakers or headphones to listen. Please visit the Title I page on the DPI website for more resources and information on this and other Title I topics.
Before we look at the per pupil amounts, it may be helpful to refer to the Ranking Options Title I Shorts video to learn more about the ranking options that may affect the eligibility and the Title I funding amounts for schools.
Once a rank order is selected, LEAs may allocate funds to Title I eligible schools. Those allocation totals are determined by a per pupil calculation using low-income enrollment numbers. LEAs must determine per pupil amounts for each Title I eligible school. LEAs have the ability to address the greatest student needs by choosing which schools to serve and the per pupil amounts as long as they follow the ranking order. LEAs must fund from highest to lowest poverty percentage within the ranking option parameters, and they must fund schools at or above 75% poverty average.
One additional opportunity for flexibility is an LEA may choose to serve some eligible high schools outside of ranking order. If a high school has a poverty percent between 50 and 75%, it can be ranked higher than other schools below 75%. This flexibility means that a high school has the opportunity to have a lower poverty percent, but a higher per pupil amount than other schools. In the top example, North High School has a 51% poverty average and a $600 per pupil amount, even though West Elementary and South Middle School have higher poverty percentages. The bottom example shows that the high school ranking exemption does not supersede the rule that you must serve schools with 75% or higher poverty percentage. The West Elementary must be served because it is above 75%. However, North High School's exemption allows for a greater per pupil amount than South Middle School, even though it has a lower poverty percent.
In this example, we see 3 schools ranked by poverty percent. The red school is ranked first with a 50% poverty, the blue school is ranked second, and the green school is ranked third. To determine the allocation for each school, the LEA multiplies the number of low-income students by the determined per pupil amount. So 150 low-income students times $1,000 per pupil would equal $150,000 allocation for the school. A school with a lower poverty rate or a lower per pupil amount may in turn receive a higher allocation depending on the school's number of low-income students. For example, the green school is ranked lowest and has the lowest per pupil amount, but has the largest allocation because it has the largest enrollment of low-income students.
This is an example of how the per pupil amount feature looks in the Wise Grant online application. As you can see, the application shows the percent of low-income students and the ranking that those schools must be funded in. It also shows which schools are eligible to receive an allocation. LEAs are able to enter the per pupil amount that fits within the previously mentioned requirements for each eligible school, and the application will calculate the total allocation amount. Thanks for joining us today. As always, for specific questions, please reach out to your district Title I consultant or your CSED Network Title I consultant. Please take a moment to provide us with feedback on this video and what you are interested in hearing about more on future videos.